Okay, so continuing our examples in our leases, for the perspective of the lessee, we have Kamsamida Company, which entered into a 5-year lease contract covering an office space. Annual lease payments of 900,000 are due every December 31 of each year. Incremental borrowing rate is 7%. Okay. So situation 1, meron tayong ability to or option to extend the lease term at the additional 3 years. Pero initially, ayaw niya. Okay? So dito muna tayo. So our initial measurement would involve our PV of lease payments, which comprise of 900,000, and they are due every December 31 each year. So that would be incremental borrowing rate of 7%. So 5 years. So PVOA, 7%, 5 years. 1.07 raised to -5. And then 1 minus the answer. Okay. So that is 4.1002. So that's 3,690,180. Okay. So we have a reassessment on January 1, 2025, which means that we need to update first our measurement until the end of 2024. No, at least the day or a day before the date of reassessment. So we have 12/31/2023, 12/31/2024. So we have payments, we have the interest, the amortization, and carrying amount. So we have payments of 900,000. The interest is 7%. So the amortization is 641. So the carrying amount would be 3040. Payments 900,000. Interest 7%. Amortization is this one. And carrying amount is this. So that would be the carrying amount of our lease liability on 1/1/2025. How about the carrying amount of our ROU asset? So that would be 3,690,180 times 2 years over 5. Or 3 years out of 5. 2 years have passed, 3 years remain. 3 years remaining out of 5 years. Okay. So after updating the carrying amount of our lease liability and ROU asset on the date of remeasurement, we can now compute for the revised amounts. So for lease liability, the revised PV of lease payments would be 900,000. This time, we have a revised remaining lease term. Initially, we have 5 years. 2 years have passed. And we have an extension now of 3 years. I-extend na daw niya. So our remaining lease term would be 6 years. So that's why the factor that we'll use here is also the revised rate, because this will fall under the measurement. PVOA, 9%, 6 years. Ayan. So yan yung revised natin na lease liability. So that would be 4037. And then we subtract their unadjusted or carrying amount on 1/1/2025, 2361. So the increase in the balance would be 1675. Okay. So whatever the increase in your liability is, that would also be the increase of your ROU asset. Notice the pattern, no? Kinompute mo yung increase ng CA ng liability. Kung ano yung increase sa CA ng liability, yun yung increase ng ROU asset. Eh meron kang unadjusted carrying amount na 2214. Ibig sabihin nun, the revised ROU asset would be 3889. Okay. That also means that we have a revised annual depreciation for our ROU asset, which is 5 minus 2 plus 3. 6 years. So that would be 3,889,547.65 divided by 6. So that's 648,257.94. Yan na ngayon yung ating magiging revised na depreciation ng ating ROU asset. So for our journal entries on 1/1/2025, that would be debit ROU asset, credit lease liability of 1675. Then on 12/31/2025, we debit lease liability. We debit in our interest expense and we credit cash. So our cash is 900,000. Our interest expense would be using our revised incremental borrowing rate. So that would be 9% instead of the 7% a while ago. Dahil nga remeasurement ito. So this would be 4,037 times 9%. This is the revised amount of lease liability multiplied by the revised rate. So our lease liability would decrease by 536,640.59. And for our depreciation expense, on the same day, credit ROU asset amounting to 648,257.94. Okay? So that is for situation number 1. Ang kwento nito, initially ayaw niya na i-exercise, kaya 5 years lang yung inassume natin. Then after 2 years, gusto na niya. So meron tayong revision. Pag may revision, first step, you update the carrying amount until the day of revision. Second step, you compute for the revised lease liability and ROU asset. Okay? Kung ano yung increase sa lease liability, yun yung i-apply mong increase sa ROU asset to compute for the revised amount of ROU asset. So let's dive with the similar situation except this time, sa una, gusto ni Kamsamida. Pero later on, ayaw na niya. Okay? So originally, gusto niya. No? It is reasonably certain that it will exercise the extension option and then after a few years, ayaw na niya. So initial measurement on 1/1/23 would be the PV of lease payments, which comprise of 900,000, and this would be PVOA 7% for hindi lang 5 plus 3 years kasi nga gusto niyang i-extend 8 years. So 1.07 raised to negative 8. 1 minus the answer and then divide by 0.07. Okay? Ayan. So, nagkaroon tayo ng reassessment on 12/31/2025. Therefore, we need to update our balances up to that date. Ano? So, 12/31/2023, payment is 900,000. Interest is 7%. The amortization would be this. And so the carrying amount would be this. And then another one, 900,000. payment, interest, 7%. Amortization would be this. And so carrying amount would be this. 12/31/2024. So the carrying amount of our lease liability on 12/31/2024 would be 4,289,885.69. How about the carrying amount of our ROU asset on 1/1/25? Same is true with this. Revise na natin agad. 1/1/25. The day after lang naman ng 12/31/2024. So that would be 5,374,168.66 times 8 years yung kanyang lease term. So divided by 8, 2 years have passed. So meron pa siyang 6. 2 years have passed, so remaining lease term is 6 out of 8. So that would be, that's it. Okay. So that's first step, right? Compute the carrying amount up to the date of reassessment. Step 2 would now be to compute the revised lease liability. So that would be 900,000. This time, ayaw na niya. No? So PVOA, yung gagamitin natin ay 9% and then 5 years originally. So 8 years. 2 years have passed. And then, ayaw na daw niyang i-exercise yung 3 years na option. So the revised lease term would be 8 minus 2 minus 3. Right? 8 years originally. 5 plus the 3 years extension. 2 years have passed. Tapos, ayaw na niya exercise yung 3 years. So, 3 years remaining. Okay? So, 1.09. Raised to negative 3. 1 minus the answer. And then divide the whole thing by 0.09. Boom. So that would be your revised lease liability. So your revised amount for lease liability and for your ROU assets would be as follows. 2278. We subtract their carrying amount on the date of reassessment. So mababawasan yung ating lease liability na at kung yung bawas sa lease liability, yun rin yung bawas sa ROU asset. We have a carrying amount of 4,030. Therefore, yung ROU asset natin magiging 2,018,906 na lang. And so there's also a revised annual depreciation for your ROU asset, which is equal to your revised carrying amount divided by your revised remaining lease term. Okay. So for your entry, on 1/1/25, that would be debit lease liability, credit ROU asset. Amounting to 2,011,720.49. At the end of the period, we have debit interest expense, credit, a debit lease liability, and then credit cash. So the cash is 900,000. The lease liability, the interest expense is using 9% multiplied by the revised carrying amount of our lease liability, ito yon, times the revised interest rate of 9%. So our lease liability would reduce by 694,965.30. And then on 12/31/2025, once again, we have depreciation expense and then credit ROU asset amounting to 672,968 1,000,000.67. So that concludes an example of remeasurement of lease liability involving an option. So again, the final steps, one more time, update the carrying amount until the date of revision, compute for the revised amount, the adjustment for your lease liability would be your adjustment for your ROU asset. Use that to compute for the revised. Parang pag ganito yung pattern. Pababa, put it on the side, and then pataas. After that, you also compute for the revised annual depreciation for ROU asset. Okay, so see you in our next example. Bye-bye.